Hello everyone. I want to take a few minutes here and walk through the filing of your FCC Form 471 for this upcoming funding year 2018. There are some little tricky pieces, so I just wanted to go through those real quick on this video and just show you kind of what the process looks like. Alright, so first and foremost, you want to log into your EPC landing page and go to your landing page. From here, once you get here, you want to look up in the menu on the right hand side and look for the FCC Form 471. Click on that link and that opens up a new tab and it'll take you to that process. So in here, you want to give the application a nickname. Now remember, this is the high level, so I am in this demonstration going to be filing for just category 1 for internet service to one location. So there are some little differences if you're doing a WAN or if you're doing a category 2, but for the most part it's generally the same process. So in here we're going to just say cat 1 service for funding year 2018. Okay, and save and continue. So yes, I am the contact person. If that is not, if you are or you're not, and if there's a holiday and summer contact, you want to make sure you put that in there as well. Continue to the next page. So as I said before, we're going to do for category 1 services for this 471. This is just an overview of the entity. Looks good. Save and continue. Go to the next step. In this example, there is just one entity, so there are no additional entities, so it's just a one, so it's not going to show any related entities in this example. If you have multiple sites in your district, you will see those listed here. Alright, just going to overview of your student population and your breakdown of your NSLP discount. Make sure those percentages are accurate. If they are not, you can file a RAL modification once your 471 is done to update your student population if you did not get a chance to do that during the admin window. Alright, so this is where we want to add your first FRN. So click on Add FRN. And this is going to be for the internet access. If I can spell, I'll make that correction there. All right. So also in this example, the 471 that is posted, I can't map to it because the 28-day window has not gone through the 28 days yet, so I can't use an FRN. So if, in this example, I'm going to say this does not have an associated 470 on that. If you're in a multi-year contract, your copy FRN function is an excellent tool that saves you lots of time. Just hit copy FRN. You'll look for that FRN, click it, associate it. If you need to make some changes to it, changes like your bandwidth change from last year to this coming year, it's going to go from 100 meg to 200 meg or whatever, and the associated cost difference as well. You want to make sure you add those changes after you do the copy FRN, if that is in your circumstance. Okay, and this is going to be for data and internet access. Continue. It's going to be for contract. And I'm looking for the contract. Now, I did a video on how to upload a contract. Okay, so I have my contract that I have previously uploaded into the EPC. You have to do that prior to finishing your 471. Okay, so I need to put in here the expiration date. It's going to be 6/30/2022, and continue. Okay, now again, in this example, I am not going through any special construction. If you are, or you're doing dark fiber, please follow these directions here and click yes if it does apply. In this example, I am not doing any special construction. and I will click no here. All right, so I have a narrative, basically just kind of going over, explaining just real briefly about what the bandwidth is, kind of a 3-year contract, just a general explanation of what it is of the service that you've agreed to with that provider. Doesn't have to be anything in great detail, unlike on the 470 where you're going through a little more detail on that. All right, save and continue. All right, so here's where you need to do with the FRN. We have the FRN added, and now we need to do a line item. So we need to click on the link itself, the FRN number. We want to click on that, and then we want to add a line item to it. So now we're building the line item underneath it. I know it's not very intuitive, doesn't really give you that explanation, but this is what you need to do. So we're going to build a line item. For this example, I am just requesting internet access from a service provider that will be connected to this particular site. Okay? And it is going to be a fiber connection. And this is the type of connection it is. Now, all these DS1, DS2, or DS3, DS4, OC, etc. If you don't really know, in most cases, if it's a fiber connection, it's going to be Ethernet. Unless you really specifically know what it is, I think the Ethernet will work in most cases if it is a fiber connection. If it is not a fiber connection, you will get different selections based upon what it is you selected for this particular function. Continue. I'm going to put 100 meg in here, because that is kind of the minimum requirement, because it's basically asking, in this example, is asking for, I'm going down the road of the high-speed, low-cost option where you don't have to file a 470 as this demonstration, because I'm not using a 470 number on this 471 in this example. In most cases, if you're doing a new 471, you will associate it to a 470 that was originally posted. Okay, so I'm just trying to keep it under that $3,600, 100 meg, etc. Now, this is a direct connection to a particular building, and this is not a connection that is going to a wide area network. Again, if it is in your scenario, check those appropriate boxes, okay? And I'm going to say it does not include firewall services. Okay, so this is where the costs come into play. Again, I'm just going to make some of these numbers up. 0 on the ineligible. Your monthly quantity is just going to be 1 because the multiplier already is in for 12. You don't put 12 in, because if you do that, you will get be a lot higher than what it should be. So it'll always multiply by 12. So it's quantity 1 times 12 of months of service gets me to $3,600 for my total for the year. One-time cost, I'm just going to say 0 here for eligible and ineligible services. If there are one-time costs to set up, etc., please put those in there. You do need to recognize those if they do exist on the contract. Okay, save and continue. Gets me to the next page, so that I have the management of service. This is the site that is receiving these services. I don't need to do anything there. This is the school that's receiving this. Continue. This is the line item that we've added. I don't have any other line items. If you do, you can add a new line item. Okay, so I'm going to hit continue. And then that shows me a breakdown of what that is. And then I want to continue to certification if there's no other changes to be made. Okay, now this is the connectivity information that was previously done. I did a quick little video on updating the connectivity questions. You want to do that plus the contract upload before you do your 471. you don't technically have to. You just won't be able to finish and certify your 471 without those pieces of information. So there is a separate video for both the contract uploading and the connectivity questions. If you have questions on how to do that, I did do a video on those. Look for those, okay? So there's a little bug here from what I have found. So you want to click on Review FCC Form 471. Just basically creates a PDF, and it goes to this page. It just sits here, and after about, I don't know, 10 or 20 seconds or so, a task will come up here and show you. Or I've gone to the landing page, go down to the bottom, look at 471, look for 2018, and then it'll show here is incomplete. So you kind of click on that. Again, what you're wanting to do is this task needs to show up so you can get back into your 471 and finalize it. So like I said, it's kind of a bug in the system right now. It doesn't really allow you to smoothly transition you all the way into the finalizing steps, the certification piece. So as you can see here, tasks number 1 has shown up finally. Click on that, takes you back kind of to where you left off, or where you should have left off, in my opinion. Okay, click on the link here to double check it on a PDF form, download it, save it if you'd like to, and then check the box and make sure you certify that this information is correct, and then you click on basically continue to certification. Okay, I am not going to continue to certification because I don't want to file a 471 at this time for this entity. This is just for demonstration purposes. But from here, you just certify. And then what you want to do after you certify, go back to your landing page, just double check, go down to the bottom of your landing page, go to 471, go to funding year 18, look for your 471, and the status here should read certified. If it doesn't, if it does say incomplete like it does here, you need to go back to the 471 and see what it is that you're missing. It could be the connectivity questions on there, so you'll know that. If it says certified, you're good to go, and that's all you need to do. Okay, so any questions on any of this specifically in your case, let me know. Happy to help. Thank you very much.